You fibber?
Welcome back to the morning show on
Fibber.
XL7 TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zadora.
Yes, sir.
Focus.
Focus. It's hard to. It's like a squirrel running around in here. Scooter,
sir.
get control of your people here. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good. Yeah. Days are getting a little longer.
they
You
are.
can see them with the camera. You can.
And I like it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I really like it.
That's how we know winter's coming.
But it's also going to be colder
Yeah. Well, it's the same way with summer.
because winter is here.
Once you start, then it's like the actual season starts.
Yeah.
As the days are getting longer, but it's okay. We need that. We need to get a little freeze and get all the little buggies and things and get the ticks and chiggers and stuff.
You know, in order to get the ticks and triggers, we're going to have a hard freeze.
Yeah.
Like for a couple of days.
Yeah. Okay.
I can deal with a bug or two.
A couple of days will be okay.
Yeah.
Kind of hunker down.
There's no, you retired folks can hunker down.
I work, brother.
Us poor working class folks, we don't have any choice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're not cutting grass.
Yeah, but that's only part of it.
That's true. That's true. You're a busy guy. How many games did you do?
When?
How many do you have coming up this weekend?
Oh well, I did three last night. I did three on Tuesday. I did 4 on Monday. I've got 3 tonight, maybe 4 tonight. I'm not doing any wrestling this weekend. My wife's coming home, so I'm taking Saturday.
Oh, there you
off.
go. Well, that's good. That's good.
That'd be good. Then it's the same thing all over
Then
again.
you can
next
start all
week.
over again.
Yeah. But I like it.
Well, we need little things to do.
How many houses did you list this week?
We didn't list any. We've got one under contract. We have offers on 2 others that we're negotiating right now, and they look good, promising. So we'll see. You never know. We had a good inspection on the house that went through. So that's all part of the process.
Sure.
Getting approval letters, things like that. Getting the inspections done, then renegotiating what you're going to do, what aren't you going to do, and everybody's got their own quirky thing that they're worried about. I have a client, and he's worried about foundations. There could be an earthquake. I said, there's an earthquake, and it's going to really matter a whole lot what your foundation, whether you
It's
got
not gonna
blocks
matter-
or anything. It's not going to.
Not going to matter what house you pick either.
Right. So, and to have those conversations with people and talk them through some of the stuff. There's a lot of hand-holding that goes on when you're trying to do things. Just all part of what we do, when you're out there doing it all the time, and this is the only thing we do. I mean, nobody's working at Walmart or such. We've dedicated large chunks of our life, and I think that it shows when we talk to people. We were with an attorney yesterday with some stuff, trying to get some other things straightened out, and he deals with a lot of realtors and real estate business, and is part of his business. And he said you can tell, those that are working it and doing a good job, and those that are kind of floundering. And now that the market's changed, we're not in COVID anymore. People aren't lined up to buy every house. There's a lot of houses out there. They're confused. They don't know what to do. We've been through recessions. We've been through, bad and worse times, and you just keep moving forward. You know what to do and how to do it, and how to hold people's hands and how to get them. It's going to be okay. I told people before during the recession in 12, I would tell people, don't buy this house. You're just going to get yourself jammed up, and and I have no trouble telling somebody that. If I can see that they're really struggling and they're trying to scrape together, just wait a little bit, or price down, whatever the case may be, but don't get yourself caught up in something that you're going to be constantly working for the house. You want to have a life. You want to have kids. You want to have puppies. You want to goldfish, whatever. And you want to be able to live a little bit of life, and you don't want it to be where you're totally tied into that house where all your money's going there. Because things are going to break. You're going to need a new car. You're going to want to go out to dinner, and sometimes you can get yourself cut so tight that it's hard to do.
Let's role play a little bit.
Yeah.
Feel like turning the page, do something a little different?
Sure.
Okay. I'm watching this show from Downers Grove, Illinois.
Ah.
First time. See it. See Bob Zadora. Get the number 870-405-0793. I call it.
Yep.
Brand new person. You've never talked to me before. Where do we start?
We start with, what are you looking for?
I'm
did you?
looking for a 322.
Okay.
I want 5 to 10 acres of land. What's next?
We talk about finances. We talk about what can you afford, and what's your timeline? Is this going to be like in the next 6 months? Is it in the next 2 years? Because that's going to affect things as far as sending. Excuse me. We can send properties out to you in listings, but they are. If your timeline is 2 years from now, well, those houses are going to be sold.
I'm
It give
retiring
you
at
what-
the 1st of February, and I want to be out of here by March 1.
Well, then we'll start sending you whatever we can find that's in the parameters that you're looking for, because we can click our way through the boxes and
Okay.
send you that. I'm not going to send you a bunch of stuff that you're not interested in. I'm not going to send you stuff that's way overpriced.
Okay.
Depending upon we're going to talk about what your price point is, how much money you want to spend,
Okay.
and we're going to try to find people have a large list generally, but they want to pay here. They figure, well, it's Arkansas. Yeah, it's Arkansas, but they're still not giving stuff away. So we'll have the conversation with that, and sometimes we'll send homes at your price point. This is what you want to spend. This is what's available.
Okay.
And then we'll send them under separate mail a couple days later. This is what you want, but this is the price point of that, because a lot of times they're two different things. So then it's your decision to say, okay, well, maybe we can live without a pool, whatever. And you kind of work your way through that. And then to get them down here. Have you ever been here before? Did you come here as a vacation, or how did you find us down here in Arkansas? Arkansas is one of the leading states for people coming in, according to U-Haul. So neighbors talk to neighbors and stuff. So we want them to come down, want them to see the area. If you're coming from Elk Grove Village, wherever it is you're coming from up there, it's a whole different life there than it is here. Mm-hmm. To be able to drive and just to get that feel and see what the stores are here, see what the restaurants are here, see how the churches are, how the hospital, take them over to the hospital, take them over to the library. We take them to the dam usually. We'll take them down to Cotter and let them see the White River. You can walk right up to the White River and, get in and touch it. That's always a good get. Drive them through some of the areas, I want to be out. I don't want to see anybody. And sometimes we need to take people out, and as soon as you touch gravel, oh no, I don't want. It's a whole different deal. So, I want to be on the blacktop. I want natural gas. I want high-speed internet. I want this.
But I don't want neighbors.
But exactly. But I don't want to see anybody. Or I want a house on the lake. Well, we don't have that here. I can show you houses on the lake, but you're probably not going to be the price point that they thought they were going to be at. So we'll explain all that, and it's good to get them down here, find out when they can come, with both husband and wife, not just one or the other who wants to get out of wherever it is they are. Because if he wants to come down because he wants to fish, she's still up there with the grands. It's not going to
wins.
happen. Oh, yeah. Because he won't be able to afford to come here with the divorce. So it's one of those kind of things.
So at what point do you start talking pre-approval letters and
Pretty quick,
Those
just to make sure that they know what's going to be involved in all of this.
can they get one there, or do they
Oh
need
yeah,
to
well,
contact
wherever
someone
if
here?
they got to talk. Yeah, well, you want to see if they can get one there. If they have a bank there. If it's a local bank there, if it's like Tallman or something like that up north, they're probably not going to write a mortgage for Mountain Home Arkansas. It's too much trouble. God forbid the thing falls apart and they got to foreclose on it. They don't want to be a landowner in Arkansas. Bank of America, some of those places might stay off the internet. I don't care where you live, stay off the internet. Go to local banks, and we would encourage them. Look, if you're thinking about moving here, well, come and talk to a local banker. see what kind they can do for you for rates, see what they have here. Rob went over to First Security, and they gave him free. He turned 50 in December, and he got free checking. He got this. He was like, okay, this is getting old stuff ain't so bad. So you want to get them into the life that's here and let them see. Let them, they may go, oh, no, this isn't what I wanted. Okay, well, drive over to Fayetteville. See if that's what you're looking for. Drive up to Springfield. Whatever, and because it's a big jump. You go from go to slower. It's, you got to be able to do that. But we want them both to come. We want them to come and stay for a couple of days, not a week, a couple of days. We can look at enough houses to give you an idea what the housing stock is. And you can help to make some decisions that way and decide whether, this is really what we want. Or no, we're going to go over to Tennessee. We're going to go see what's there. We're going to go to Fayetteville instead. It's not the houses. You can buy three. You can buy 3 bedrooms, 2 baths in a lot of places, but you can't buy the quality and that feeling of life that we have here. That's really the biggest thing that grabs people when they're looking. When they come in, they see the people, and they're, some all tatted up biker dude holding the door for grandma, at one of the restaurants or something like that. I mean, they're like, oh, and you ride through and you say, oh, don't see any garbage, do you? No, you don't see any graffiti. You don't see any bottle gangs standing around a burn barrel. We don't have that. You don't see abandoned cars all on the streets and stuff. You see them on the front lawn sometimes, but you don't
Down
see
the dirt road.
Yeah, but you don't see them, just parked on the street.
Right.
So that's really what gets them. And God bless the mayor and the judge and those that are civil servants that make it that way for everybody else. The coppers, the firemen, volunteer fire departments, and everything.
All are welcome, but don't expect a change.
Exactly, and that's part of when you're in the car with them and when you're talking to them. It's like it's a great place, but they're not going to change for you.
Right.
Many have tried, but none have succeeded.
Let's take a look at your numbers.
This week in real estate, there were 37 new listings came on the market, 2 commercial properties, 10 parcels of land, 25 homes came on the market. They range in price from $49,000 to $1.4 million. Nice river house. 33 properties sold, 2 commercial properties, 12 parcels of land, 19 homes closed. They range in price from $650,000 to $15,000. The average sale price this week was $276,000 with 124 days on market. 10 properties expired. There were 32 residential price changes. Currently, we have 476 homes on the MLS. 180 of those are in Mountain Home. Year to date for 2026, 25 homes have sold. Median price is $227 with 105 days on market. I've been using the average, but the median I think is a better indicator of really where we are price-wise. The average, you just take all of them, add them all up and divide them, whereas, so there's outliers in there. If there were like 3 little trailers that sold little hunting lodges for $15,000, that kind of throws it off.
Brings the average
So
down.
the median, it gives you that, this is the halfway price of half the market's above, half the market's below. So with the median price of $227. In 2025, we had 1,161 homes sold. In 2024, there was 1,145. In 23, there were 1,080 homes, and that was when the interest rates kicked on. And you can see how that's changing going forward. We're seeing the people are just getting more used to that. And actually, Chris Nassari's got 30-year fixed is at 5.5 with a % down for the 30-year. FHA is 5.25, and the rural development is 5.37. The VA is 5.25 with 1% down on that. So, I mean, things are within reach again. I mean, there's some good opportunities out there. If we're seeing 3s and 4s, something is going to go desperately wrong. The economy just isn't set up for that right now.
How did they get you?
You don't get me. Call my honey. She's at 870-405-0793. Check out the website, retiredarkansas.net. The cameras are on there. All the listings, we have our own IDX on there. and you can see everybody's listings, and we can be your buyer's rep for anything you find.
There you go. This has been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zadora. 870-405-0793 is his number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. We'll be back in just a moment with basketball on Friday.